Hello, hello, welcome to our Grow Direct Flash Sale, and this is our Wolf of Wall Street, and these costumes are bit of a dress and sunnies and a tropical shirt, and the gorilla turns gay.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense actually. The theme's a little bit lost. You got the statistics in the background though.
Yeah, so there's our statistics. These shares that we're ramping are heading up.
Yeah.
We've got some fabulous. Now, what's going to happen today is we've got around about 100 fabulous plant deals that we're going to offer you. And you know, when we get up to the that height range there's a beautiful 20-inch in flower. We'll put that up there. But anyway, yeah, so we've got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through it, and I'm going to tell you what's good about them. I'm going to tell you where the angle is, where the deal is, where you can invest safely. And so what we're doing is we've gone out to the grower. We've got some fantastic deals from the growers, and then we're going to give those fantastic deals to you. Now, if you want to get ahead of me, you just get this QR code here, and you'll go to a page with those 100 deals sitting there, and you can actually look ahead. You can start buying, and maybe you've got a friend, maybe you've got a relative who needs to put a garden together. I reckon you should get them right now and get them to join us, because this is your friend or your relative's opportunity to get a garden on the cheap. And you'll find we've got flowers, we've got trees, we've got hedges, we've got bushes, we've got cottage garden plants, we've got ground covers. Everything you need for a whole garden project is in this. Now. One of the things that we're going to be offering to you today is this is a fabulous. See this beautiful hider range here. This is a fabulous hider range. This is called, and we'll be offering these to you. Not this particular one, but this is my display one. But this is called Sundae Fraise, and you'll be able to buy these the cheapest price in Melbourne on Sundae Fraise. So we'll get rid of this so they can see the screen. But so that's one of the things that you'll be seeing. But you'll be seeing lots of fabulous deals, and for the next hour and a half or so, I'll be running through all these deals. We'll get this down now so that we can see the screen, and we'll put up the first item. Now we have the best price, the absolute best price in Melbourne on English box. We've got 6-inch pot English box for $4.99. So $4.99 for 6-inch pot English box, and they're beautiful big ones. Look at the size, look at the quality. Show them these ones here. Beautiful big English box. And some people are charging $10, $12, $13 for English box that size. We've got them for $4.99.
Nice and big bush English box.
Yeah.
And we're encouraging viewers to stay to the end to see the special price on that hard ranger. Is that correct?
Oh well, no, that one. No, we just got them in 8-inch pots today. That's my display one. But I just thought I'd show you that. It's a beautiful height range, and we're going to have them. Now here's your English box ball. Some stores $200-300 for a nice, something like this is 7 or 8 years old. So, and we've got these for $159.99. So $159.99 gets you a 16-inch pot English box ball, and at that price you can afford to put 3 or 4 or 5 of them in the garden. They look beautiful when you arrange them. You put them in pots, or you arrange them in a nice little shape in the garden. So English box balls, $159.99.
Beautiful.
Now, if you're after a really beautiful, fine miniature box, this is your Korean box. And this is your Korean box, and anyway, they're lovely fine folds. Give a close look at that. Now, 8-inch pot, they're nice big ones. 8-inch pots, beautiful full plants, $19.99 for a Korean box. Then the next thing we've got is our green rocket in a 6-inch pot. Now, green rocket is twice as fast growing as your English box and twice as tough. It'll resist frost, heat, drought, poor soils. Really great if you're north of the divide and it's a bit hot for English box. Your green rocket is the answer. It grows taller and faster than your normal English box. You can shape it into a beautiful hedge, plant them at the rate of 3 or 4 to the metre, and these are a great price. These green rockets are just $7.99. Now here we've got your Lily Pilly Standard, and it is your Lily Pilly Standard. Normally your nice advanced ones, these are a couple of years old, nice advanced ones like this, you'd normally pay 50 bucks. These are $26.99, almost half price for a beautiful, look at the thick stem on them, the lovely bushy head. So standard lily pillies, great to put up the garden paths, great to put along the driveway, put them along the front fence, and at $26.99, these will make your garden look good instantly. So for instant impact in the garden, big bushy, standard lily pillies, just $26.99. Now here we've got a native ball. Like this is a native that you can topiarise into a ball. It's Westringia Naringa, and these are just $99.99, reduced from $129.99 to $99.99. These are going to have beautiful white flowers in springtime. They've got a sort of a beautiful blue-grey foliage, and you can put a sort of a formal look or an arty kind of look into your native garden. Plant them in your exotic garden, plant them in a pot, and enjoy them as a beautiful ball. And you can clip them and they can gradually get bigger and bigger and bigger. So Naringa, your Naringa ball is just $99.99. This is a beautiful plant. This is an Acuba Gold Dust. If you've got a dark shady corner in the garden, the Acuba Gold Dust is lovely and bright. It's a beautiful bright thing. It'll brighten up a corner in your garden, no worries. And these are reduced from $19.99 to $14.99. Grow them in a pot, grow them in the garden, and grow them in the shade. They love the shade, and they'll do really, really well where other plants won't do so good. So a beautiful shade hardy plant, just $14.99. Gorgeous, lovely golden spots on the leaves. Now, Emlyn, you might tell people that these people, they could be in Seymour or Traralgon and say, I wish we could buy this stuff. Tell them how to buy and tell them about the free delivery, okay?
Yeah, so for those of you who've just joined us, this is our weekly Growers Direct flash sale. We've got 100 beautiful specials at incredible prices that you just cannot get at any other time other than these Growers Direct flash sales, and they are limited in quantity. If you do see something you like here today, it's best to just snap onto it and get it, as they do sell out. Even during the live, we have people coming up and grabbing items behind
straight
the
off
scenes.
the table.
Yeah, straight off the table as we go. So if you do want to purchase any of these now, you can head over to hellohelloplants.com.au, or you can click on that link behind Chris's head just on the TV there, a QR code. We do have a shop link in the comment section as well on most of the platforms, except for TikTok if you're watching us there. But you can just head over to hellohelloplants.com.au, go to our latest live sale, or you can just come and visit us. We've got plenty of stock here.
But say you're down the Surf Coast or you're up in Leongatha, tell them about how you get it delivered.
Well, if you spend over $399, you get free delivery. Is that right?
That's right, yeah.
Even to those areas?
Yeah.
Okay, wow, look at that, guys. $399. You could spend it online, you could come in store if you can't drive it home in your car, and you'll get a free delivery back to your home in those areas as well. So
actually, I'll let people in on a secret. There's a big thing happening. This time of year, people get a bit lazy. They're off to the beach. They're having a cold beer, and they forget to go online and buy a few plants. So what we're going to get people to remember to go online this weekend. So from midnight tonight, we're giving a $50 lemonichus, a beautiful lemon tree about 60-70 centimetres tall, a $50 lemonichus. I don't know if I should be preempting this, but a $50 lemonichus to anybody that spends over $100 online.
Yeah, so that's an online special. Spend over $100 from midnight tonight till Sunday midnight, and you get the free $50 lemonichus lemons. Awesome little deal we're going to have going for the weekend only.
Yeah, so how it works is like this. We've got this beautiful designer bowl. It's a tractor seat bowl. Look at this beautiful bowl here, and it's just $99.99. So if you were to buy this, we'll bonus it with a $50 lemon and you've got to do it online. It's not in store, but a $50 lemon. Go online and buy one of these and get a $50 lemon for free with it.
Amazing. You can't lose. It's a win-win for everyone.
Yeah, a win-win. It's a win-win-win, I think.
It's a win-win-win. Hey,
yeah.
12 Hock asks, can you get forest pansies at your nursery?
This is the home of the forest pansy. I've got magnificent ones. I think they're in our sale. They're in the sale today, and you'll be able, and you'll feel like you're shoplifting. They're fabulous.
So they're in the. Hang on, don't tell them. Let's keep them stay tuned, hey? Forest pansies in
they're
the sale.
really, really cheap, and they're big and they're beautiful.
I mean, if you want to skip ahead, you can head over to the website. All the items are listed
just
right now.
Google there and you can find out about that. So forest pansies are in our Grower Direct Flash sale today.
Go get them, 12 hock.
Okay, so here we are, the beautiful tractor seat. Get them in a 7-inch pot for $19.99 and get them in this beautiful big bowl for $99.99 and spend over $100 this weekend and get a free lemon tree. And it's not any old lemon tree, it's a Lemonicious, it's a Maya lemon, it's a compact sized lemon, it won't never grow too big, heavy fruiter, tough as anything, fantastic lemon tree. No one has ever made an offer like that before. You spend $100 and you get a $50 lemon for free.
That's a really good deal, guys. Jump on it tonight. If you do shop online, make sure it's after midnight tonight because you'll score that free Lemonicious lemon. All right, let's continue with the live.
Okay, so here we've got your Moonbay Nandina. Now your Moonbay Nandina is a Nandina with a really modern look, and it's a way of injecting. You can inject colour in the garden. These are beautiful, big, healthy plants. And these are going to turn orange and red and pink, beautiful colours in springtime. Now look at this, here's one of our free lemon trees here. So here we've got, you show them this lemon tree. This lemon tree could be yours. If you went online, don't rush online now, it's not happening till midnight tonight. But if you were to go online at midnight tonight till midnight Sunday night, spend over $100, you've got one of these $50 lemons for free.
Absolutely, get into it, guys.
And that's to get people back interested in going online and buying themselves a couple of plants.
Free lemon tree this weekend only, online only, of course.
Yeah.
Kiddo says hello, hello.
Who's that?
Kiddo.
Kiddo, g'day kiddo. Hello, hello kiddo. I'll show you a bit of leg, look at this.
Come on.
Yeah. There we are.
This is what happens when you give Australian people the internet.
Yeah. So Moonbay Nandina reduced from $12.99 to $9.99. 6-inch pot Nandina, you try and do better anywhere. Even if you go up to that Manning store, you can't buy a Nandina for $9.99.
Nah, Manning's can't match it. No price match from Manning's on that one.
Now if you were a pet plant, if you were to come home and relax by stroking and patting a beautiful plant, here it is. This is your lime lava or your Zen moss. Beautiful, beautiful. And it's an Australian native, and it's a gorgeous, soft, beautiful thing to touch. Don't touch it too much. The gorilla can get carried away sometimes with touching these things. And at any rate, so your lime lava reduced from $49.99 to $29.99. So almost half price, $29.99. Get a beautiful big lime lava in your garden. You can grow this in a pot with a feature plant. You can grow it in the garden. Beautiful plant. $29.99 for a great big advanced lime lava.
Beautiful. It's all part of the Growers Direct flash sale.
Now one of our favourite plants is the Variegated Society garlic. Now your Variegated Society garlic is really, really tough. Makes a beautiful border. It looks great all year round because it's got variegated foliage. But then for 5 months a year, it's covered in beautiful purple flowers. So it's very hardy, hardly needs any water, almost maintenance free. And they grow and spread, and you plant them, say, every 25 centimetres out as a border, and within a couple of years you get a beautiful solid little border, a border that doesn't need trimming. It really doesn't need trimming. So a wonderful plant. Often they're $14-15 to buy. We've got them for $8.99. So $8.99 for your Variegated Society garlic.
Makes a great colourful border as well. Thanks for joining us, everyone that's watching right now. Do you sell, Kyoshi Dave says, do you sell billy buttons?
This is the home of the billy button.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. We've got plenty of billy buttons.
Plenty of billy buttons out the back. We might even show them a couple of billy buttons later on.
All right, Kyoshi Dave.
Now here we've got the Afourer Mandarin. The Afourer Mandarin, #1 mandarin that orchardists grow. Very productive, beautiful fruit. It's just like the one you buy in the shops. The Afourer Mandarin, beautiful big plant. It's over 1 metre tall, and we're giving these away for $59.99. So $59.99, metre tall Afourer Mandarin. Really good deal. Now if you bought 2 of these mandarins, you could get a free lemon tree.
Yeah.
A free $50 lemon tree.
That's this weekend only, guys, between midnight tonight and ends midnight Sunday night.
Now, and a Eureka lemon. Now, Eureka lemon, if you live around Melbourne or you live near the coast, if you're basically south of the Divide, where we don't have the really terrible frost, this is the best lemon for you. Very few thorns, beautiful big fruit, not too thick in the skin, really, really tart flavour, great for cooking, great for putting in with the gin and tonic. Fabulous, fabulous one. Eureka lemon, 10-inch pot, and they're just $59.99. So $59.99, Eureka lemon, best lemon around Melbourne, best lemon on the peninsula, best lemon in southern Gippsland, best lemon all around the coast.
Yeah, it's a really nice, easy to grow, isn't it?
Yeah.
In Melbourne conditions.
Now here we've got your Tahitian lime. Tahitian lime, although I said, oh, here you've got your Kaffir lime. Now your Kaffir lime is a multi-purpose citrus. You can chop the leaves up and use it in your Thai dishes, and you can use the fruit. You can cut the fruit and use the juice from the Kaffir lime. So it's good for juice and good for using the leaves. If you like that sort of Asian flavour in the food, it's got fabulous foliage that you can cook with. $59.99 for a Kaffir lime. Grow one in the pot, grow it out on the patio. You can pop out there, get a bit of foliage, put it in your cooking. Kaffir lime, $59.99.
And thanks for joining us. For those of you who've just joined us, this is our Growers Direct Flash Sale. Limited quantities do apply on these products at these prices.
Now, beautiful Tahitian limes, just $59.99. Now, Tahitian limes, even though you sort of think, oh, they must grow good in the tropics, they actually do very well around Melbourne. You find they're very productive, they're a good, strong growing tree, really, really good in the sort of the milder coastal bits of Victoria. So Tahitian lime, $59.99.
Beautiful.
Now I think one of the most beautiful trees you can have is a kumquat tree. And this kumquat's in flower, and I'm going to have a smell. The smell of the kumquat is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful smell. Now, kumquats, very tart fruit, but great for making jam, great for making desserts. People use them for making liqueurs and things like that. Very interesting flavour, wonderful plant to have. But what I love about them is you can grow them in a pot, and they're one of the most beautiful things because they're evergreen. They've got really pretty fine foliage. Their flowers are amazingly fragrant, and then their little tiny orange fruits are very, very ornamental. So you can grow them in a big tub, grow them in the patio area. I did a garden design for somebody the other day, and we put 2 nice big ones of these on the patio in beautiful pots. And I think that nothing could give you more joy and more beauty all year round than the flowers and the fruit and the foliage of your kumquat. And these ones here, nice big 10-inch pots, beautiful plants, are nearly a metre tall, $59.99. And these are your Calamondin, which is a vigorous, good, hardy kumquat. Look at this. Here we are. Here's our billy buttons. Direct from the home of the billy button. Here's our billy buttons here, bobbling in the wind. So beautiful billy buttons are really popular. I try and never have the nursery without billy buttons. So billy buttons. Billy buttons, how much do they cost? Some people charge a fortune for billy buttons, but we don't. I think they're about $14.99 for a nice billy button.
That was for Kyoshi Dave.
Yeah, so there we are, Dave. Come in this weekend and grab some billy buttons. Button up with billy buttons.
Yep. Beware of Bob says Kaffir limes are amazing.
Yeah, they are.
That's right.
Okay, so now we've got the Lisbon lemon. Now the Lisbon lemon is the tough guy of the lemon world. He'll take the frost, he'll take the heat, he'll take the drought, he'll take the rough conditions. He's grafted on a very robust understock. So if you live out the back of Bendigo or something like that, and you want a lemon tree that's going to cut it in those tough conditions, you get yourself a Lisbon lemon. So direct from Lisbon, Spain, you've got your Lisbon lemon grafted onto a really good tough understock, beautiful strong plants. And so get lemons in a rough tough spot, get yourself a Lisbon lemon, and these are $59.99. Nice big bushy plants, $59.99. Now these are grafted Meyer lemons, and these are $59.99. So beautiful grafted Meyer lemons, $59.99. And your Meyer lemon is an old hybrid between an orange and a lemon, and it is not as sour as a normal lemon. So if you like your lemon juice and you want it not so tart, your Maya lemon's really good. It also has thin skin, and it's very easy to juice. So for extracting juice, your Maya lemon, and it's so, like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to be able to drink the juice from the Maya lemon because it wasn't so sour. So we had a big Maya lemon and we'd get heaps of juice off our Maya lemon. So your Maya lemon, a great, very heavy fruiter, a great Aussie lemon tree, and these are just lovely big bushy plants, $59.99.
Beware of Bob asks, is there any recommendation for an outdoor west-facing potted plant? I need height and something that can tolerate wind and varying light in Los Angeles. Ideally something with a Japanese vibe and pest resistant.
Wow.
It's very descriptive, yeah.
Yeah, very descriptive. So
tree, oh, he's saying actually trees.
Yeah, so a tree, I reckon.
And Los Angeles is similar to Perth climate, isn't it? So
yes, that's right. So an evergreen magnolia would be the answer. And you could go like an Exmouth or, but one of your evergreen, one of the more compact forms of Magnolia grandiflora. I'm not sure exactly what clones you've got there, but talk to your local nurseryman and get yourself an evergreen magnolia. You'll find they stand up really well in a pot. They stand up, they're exactly what you want, is an evergreen magnolia. We have different varieties, like we have a Little Gem, or we have an Exmouth.
And they're good in winds?
Yeah, they're very good. Particularly if you've got the Exmouth over there in LA, that would be fabulous. And Exmouth has great big white fragrant flowers. Really lovely plant to have in a pot.
All right, there you go. Beware of Bob. Hopefully
okay, so here we've got your Granny Smith apple. Now look at this. It's 5 foot tall, healthy multi-stem plant. Be producing apples within a year or two. Yeah, your Granny Smith is that big green, delicious apple that you can eat off the tree or cook with. Wonderful to cook with. It's the #1 apple for cooking. And these are just $49.99. So $49.99 for a beautiful Granny Smith apple. You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, create your own orchard at Hello Plants. Beware of Bob says you're great.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks for watching, Bob. And to everyone who's watching us right now, leave us a like, share this live, so more people can discover these amazing deals as well.
Okay, so here we've got the most sought after apple. It's the Pink Lady. It's sort of now your Pink Lady has this very interesting sort of twang in its flavour. Like most people have had them in the shops, and you can grow these yourselves. And these taste even better than the shop bought ones. These are 6 foot tall, and they're $49.99. They're grafted Pink Lady apples. How can you go wrong with a grafted Pink Lady apple for $49.99?
All right, so Grows Direct flash sales, the Wolf of Hello Plants. Although the theme's gone a little bit awry. Looking at our orchard, fruiting plants and trees at the moment.
Now look at these apples here. What you've got is your Wandon Pride apple. Now your Wandon Pride apple, these just make beautiful little apples, 1.5 metre tall, weep down to the ground, and they have the fruit on them like that. And do you remember, Emma, when you were a kid, we had one as you used to walk down the path to go to school?
Yeah. It was on in the garden bed just at the end of the garden bed, basically.
Yeah, and as a child, picking one of these Wandon Pride apples, what was it like?
Yeah, it was great. You can just grab fruit straight off the tree and eat it.
Yeah, and you didn't have to reach up too far, did you?
No, they're nice and short, and there's plenty of fruit on them.
Yeah, the perfect apple tree for a kid. And what was the flavour like?
It's good, very sweet from memory. Yeah. Quite juicy and sweet.
And one of the great things is most apple trees require a friend to get fruit, but your Wandon Pride apple is a lone fruiter. So you could plant one of these in your garden, and we didn't have another apple tree for miles, but we had one of these in our garden, and the kids used to pick an apple on their way to school. But the interesting thing was that it produced fruit on its own, and you look at it, that's a good sized fruit. It's perfect for kids, a nice fruit, and once it turns red you can eat it, and it tastes terrific. So Wandon Pride apples. Now the thing is, a weeping apple, self-pollinating, you'd expect to pay big bucks for that. But the Wandered Pride apple, unbelievable deal. It's a bit like our free lemon. It's only $39.99 for a 5 foot, 12-inch pot Wandered Pride apple. Unbelievable deal, $39.99. I can't believe that. And it's a bit like our free lemon. If you were to go online this weekend, after midnight tonight and before midnight on Sunday night, we're giving away one of these amazing lemon trees here. It's a lemonischus, it's a Meyer lemon, ready to start fruiting. You can grow it in a pot, grow it in the garden, spend $100 online. Tonight from midnight till midnight on Sunday night, $50 lemon tree for free. No one's ever made an offer like that.
Hey, Beware Bob just said, sorry, what type of magnolia was it again? Was that the Exmouth?
Yeah, we might have different names on our magnolias here, but if I was getting a magnolia to do your job here, I'd use Exmouth. Now, there might be a sort of a similar magnolia, and you could look online and you can find out all about Exmouth, and you could get the equivalent. It may not be under the same name, but you could get the equivalent magnolia.
Yeah. Or just an evergreen magnolia, wasn't it?
No,
can't be, okay.
You want a there's different evergreen magnolias. You want a grandiflora type, and you want a compact grandiflora, which would be like an Exmouth.
All right, hopefully you got that.
And if you look online and study it up, you'll find the equivalent product over there. So anyway, these are your Wandered Pride apples, $39.99. So $39.99 for a self-pollinating miniature apple tree. Great for the kids. Hey, great for the grandchildren too.
Koshi Dave says all this talk on apples is making me hungry.
All right. What you want is a weeping apple.
Need that weeping one, Koshi Dave.
Now, one of the most wonderful trees I've ever experienced is a black mulberry. I've seen black mulberries that were 3 years old. They were 3 meters tall, 3 meters wide, and just covered in fruit. I mean, they're an unbelievably productive tree, and the fruit is kind of just like a blackberry, about the same size as a blackberry, beautiful and tasty. And you can make yourself a pie, you can make yourself wine, you can eat it, and when you eat it, your mouth tends to turn red, you know, because it's very got a lot of dye in it. Not artificial dye, but natural black mulberry dye. And one of these here, one of these here is just $49.99. But the thing is, say you've got a farm or you've got a bit of space, what you're going to find is your black mulberry is a beautiful ornamental tree, lovely big leaves, beautiful tree to have, like you'll really, really enjoy it, and then all of a sudden you'll have black mulberries everywhere. So it's a kind of like an ornamental tree that bonuses you with heaps of black mulberries. So it's kind of like, enjoy it as an ornamental and then get the bonus of berries. So, and $49.99, and they're tough, they're fast, and they're easy to grow. So black mulberry, $49.99.
All right, it is our Growers Direct flash sale. These items are limited in quantity at these prices, so if you do like anything you see here today, make sure to head over to the website and start purchasing away or come in store.
Now, your Correggiola Olive, I think it's a heavy producer. It also has a beautiful flavour, like it's unique. And if you're an Italian and you knew your olives, you would go for a Correggiola, and the Italians know their olives. They know their olives backwards. And Correggiola, that's the
ultimate,
tasty, ultimate. You can use it for oil, you can use it as a table olive. It's a tasty, ultimate olive to have. And these ones here are 3 foot tall or around that. And we're giving them away for $9.99. This is the best olive deal you'll pick up this year. $9.99 for a 3 foot tall Correggiola olive.
Beautiful. All right, this is our Growers Direct flash sale. All of these items are available right now at these great prices until sold out.
Now, I notice I have a tough time buying nice avocados. My favourite fruit is avocados. And lately I've hardly been able to buy one because the ones they're bringing down from Queensland, they only cost 99 cents, but they pick them so far before they get ripe that they rot before they ripe. And so I've had real trouble. I've only bought half a dozen nice avocados this year that work, because mostly I can tell that they've been picked so green and hard that they turn brown and rotten before they ripe. You know, I bring them home and I try and ripen them and they just rot. But
because it's too warm, isn't it?
No, it's because they pick them too early, before the oil gets into them and before they're ripe. Now, you can control this by growing your own. This is a Hass avocado. Your Hass avocado is the one that will ripen and grow and do everything in Melbourne. These are Hass avocados. Dig a nice big hole, plenty of loose soil, a nice warm sort of sheltered position. Get your Hass avocado going and you will have the best avocados of your life. If you grow them at home, ripen them on the tree, bring them in, finish them off. And a great way just to finish off an avocado and get it just right is to pop it in a paper bag with a nice ripe banana, a sort of a smelly banana-y ripe banana, and then you just put that final finish. And if you love your avocado, and I love avocado so much that I don't even use lemon in my avocado, I use a little bit of lime. And but anyway, so
zesty flavour.
If you want the ultimate avocado, grow them yourself, ripen them yourself, and these ones here, these are grafted avocados. They're sexually mature. They'll be fruiting within a couple of years. And these ones here are just $69.99, and they're 5 foot tall, beautiful avocados, $69.99. Hass avocados, the right variety for Victoria.
Yeah, Beware of Bob says, thanks mate. And Shelter Wood says, those olives make a great hedge.
Yes, they do. Olives are a really handy plant. They're a good landscaping plant. They're a great hedging plant, and they have the olives are a bonus.
Yes, that's right. You get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Also, Ralph says we need a close-up of Chris's legs. What I was going to say before you do it, don't do it. What I was going to say is, if you're watching us, you're enjoying this live, make sure to like it, and then maybe when we hit 1,000 likes here on TikTok, we'll get Chris's hairy legs on the camera. How does that sound?
Well, they're gorgeous legs. I think, yeah.
I think, Ralph, if you're up for that challenge, we'll go for 1,000 likes. And then Ralph made a little joke here. Avocados are a hassle to grow.
A hassle, yeah.
Thanks, Ralph.
That's right. Actually, when I was younger, they used to call me Chris Sexy Legs.
I don't know about that. All right, so let's continue. What do we got next on?
Okay, what we've got here is the pine nut. Now, the pine nut, useful tree. Grow it as a windbreak, grow it as a screen. It's really tough. Here on the north side of Melbourne, they've planted them around an industrial estate here, and they don't water them or nothing, and it hardly ever rains out here, and they're growing beautiful, lovely strong trees. And at 5 years of age, they're about 4 meters tall, beautiful bushy trees, very bushy, great windbreak. So this is a really handy tree for the farm that has the bonus, and once they're 5 years old, they're sexually mature and they're producing pine nuts. So you could be producing your own pine nuts on your own property. And these beautiful, look at this, have you ever seen a better pine nut than that? I've never seen in 6-inch pots, beautiful pine nuts. Normally they're $20. We're doing them for $14.99. So $14.99. And this is also a very coastal tree. You could, if you live on the beach somewhere, like maybe you live on an island or something like that, and you're in a very coastal situation, you'll find that these thrive in a coastal situation. It's their natural environment. It's a coastal situation. So they're a tree that'll take a bit of salt, take a bit of beachfront, and very beautiful tree. They have a sort of a tortoise shell kind of bark on them, and then they have a flat top on them. When they're old, they have a beautiful flat top. They're a gorgeous tree. They're one of my, I love pine trees. These are one of my favorite pine trees, and you'd find that these are a real asset to put on your property.
These are the ones you can do the roasted pine nuts with?
Yes,
or?
that's right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're beautiful.
So here we have a real Aussie favourite. It's the Anzac Peach, and these are just $49.99. Look at that, it's 1.5 meters tall. The Anzac Peach is a beautiful, tasty peach, and it is, beautiful, tasty peach for just $49.99. It's an Aussie classic peach.
All right, we're getting closer to 1,000 likes here. Once we hit the target, Chris will bare his legs.
Yes.
I mean, they're already bared, but they'll just be closer to the camera.
I'll bear them. If people can bear it, I'll bear them even more. So here we've got your flavour top nectarine. Beautiful. Look how healthy that is. The best nectarine tree I've ever seen. $49.99 for a flavour top nectarine. That's a beautiful, tasty, richly flavoured nectarine. $49.99.
These prices are only available as part of our Grows Direct flash sale, and they will sell out at these prices. So if you do like anything you see at this price, you've got to be quick to get them.
Yeah. Now here we've got the Golden Queen peach. Now I love the Golden Queen. The Golden Queen, you'll find, is not as sweet as some of the other peaches, but it has a really rich flavour. So if you like a rich flavour in your peach, it's really good. But it's what's called a clingstone peach, and a clingstone peach is the one that you cook with. It's the one that you preserve. It doesn't just dissolve in the boiling water, so it's a cooking peach, a preserving peach, and it's an eating peach with a rich flavour. So if you wanted a peach in your garden, it'd be hard to beat having a Golden Queen, and it's gold on the inside, gold on the outside, gorgeous peach, and your Golden Queen peach is just $49.99.
All right, Chris, you'll have to show your legs to the camera now because we reached the target.
Here we are now. Everyone's going to see why I've been called sexy legs. Look at this.
All right, that's enough of that. Let's get back to the show. All right, maybe we'll have another target. Maybe 2,000 2,000 likes and we'll have something else. Maybe not that though.
Okay, let's
Before
go.
we get cancelled off the platforms here.
Okay, so Nectarine Goldmine. Now Goldmine is a very sweet white flesh, a clean white flesh, sweet clean flavour, beautiful nectarine, and they are just $49.99. They're over a metre tall, $49.99. If you like that beautiful white, clean, sweet nectarine, go for a Goldmine nectarine. $49.99.
Hey, Ali828 says, with the avocados, did I need a partner to fruit? I have a 7-year-old house and never produced fruit.
No, they don't, but they fruit better with a partner.
Okay. Hopefully you heard that, Ali.
And I wonder if he hadn't been sold a pup. Like if the seedling ones take many years to fruit, the grafted, we've got grafted ones here, and the grafted ones fruit within a couple of years. So they flower and fruit quite young. So I wonder that
he might just have it from a seed.
It might have been sold a pup, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Okay, so here we've got a cherry, and this is a Lapins Cherry. A wonderful Lapins Cherry. Lapins Cherry, big dark fruited cherry, sweet and gorgeous, a little bit late in the season, and your Lapins Cherry is just, Lapins Cherry is just $49.99.
Beautiful. Beware of Bob says pins for the wins. Pins for the wins. Your legs when you had
Okay, here we've got the Moorpark Apricot. Now Moorpark Apricot, if you've ever had an apricot where you picked it up and you ate one and then you just had to eat another one, another one, another one, this is addictive, sweet, tasty apricots. It's a Moorpark. Moorpark is a 400-year-old variety. It's not a very big apricot. It's a heavy producer and it tastes gorgeous. I reckon it's the best one for the home garden. So your Moorpark Apricot, beautiful flavour, lovely little fruit, great for the kids. Moorpark Apricot, $49.99. Now here we've got a self-pollinating almond, so an almond that looks after itself, and it's just $49.99. Put it out the back where you've got a bit of space, grows into a beautiful big tree, lovely blossom in the spring, beautiful almonds in the autumn.
Oh yeah, Ali says it was a seed I did myself.
That's your problem. Takes years to sexually mature. What you need, Ali, is one of our fabulous grafted ones, and it'll be in action in no time.
Yeah, yeah. He's saying, will I pull it out or should I wait?
Well, you could get another one and get in production, and then you could wait and see when this one will eventually fruit.
Yeah, but it won't be. Actually, what's interesting, I don't think it'll be the same avocado that he ate.
No, it won't.
A completely different avocado, yeah.
Now here we've got the yellow cherry guava, beautiful yellow cherry guavas, just $9.99. $8.99. So $8.99, you can't go wrong. A yellow cherry guava for just $8.99.
What do they taste like?
They taste like they're sweet and tasty. Have a beautiful flavour to them. Now here we've got your Northland Blueberry. Your Northland Blueberry, and does it have any fruit on it? Not yet. So your Northland Blueberry, beautiful blossom in springtime, lovely fruit in late summer, then fabulous red autumn colour in the autumn. And these are, you normally, nice big bushy ones like that, they're a really decent plant. Nice big bushy ones like these ones here. Look at this one here, look at that. nice big bush ones like that. Most places are charging you 20 bucks. We've got them for $9.99, for $9.99. So Northland Blueberry, $9.99. So you can afford to fill up your backyard with lots of nice edibles real cheap at Hello Hello. Now we've got the Sunshine Blueberry, and the Sunshine Blueberry, these ones here, you can graze on them. You can pick one up and you can graze on. Let's have a look here. We've got, let's see, there we are. We've got, and I'm going to taste one of these Sunshine Blueberries now. It's actually a little plant. These are keen to get going producing in your garden. They're producing beautiful fruit right now.
All right, thanks to everyone who's joined us on this live. Make sure to like it.
So you know these are going to fruit. They're fruiting already. Beautiful little blueberries, just $9.99. And this is your Sunshine Blueberry.
Yeah, make sure to like this live, share it so other people can find and discover these amazing deals we have here on this Growers Direct Flash Sale, as we do have really awesome deals. Just like that blueberry you just saw there. We're looking at, now we're going into feature trees, I believe.
Now here we've got your Jeffers Red Maple. Now your Jeffers Red Maple, it's the red maple for most of Australia, for most of Victoria. What it is, your normal red maple really want to be up in the mountains, and you see them up in the Dandenongs or up around Maston and that, and they're fabulous. But put them out in the flat and they tend to wilt in the summer and they don't do so good. But your Jeffers Red, I've sold them to people around Shepparton, around Bendigo, right out in the real hot country, and this stands up to the heat beautifully. It's a hybrid cross between a silver maple and a red maple, but its red autumn colour is better than your average red maple. So for a fast growing tree that grows into a beautiful pyramidal shape with incredible red autumn colour, it has a different leaf to the normal red maple. And these ones here, they're normally a 6 footer like this would be pretty pricey. You'd normally expect to pay at least 100 bucks. These are $79.99. So $79.99 for beautiful big. Plant an avenue, plant a screen, plant your place up with these. They're really, really good.
Beautiful.
Hello, hello.
All right, it's our Growers Direct Flash Sale happening live right now online. And yeah, if you want to purchase any of these products, you can head over to hellohelloplants.com.au right now. Scan that QR code up near Chris's head if you can see it, or just click the shop link in the comment section and be taken straight to the sale.
Now I reckon the most beautiful autumn colouring maple is an Asakasuki maple. Now Asakasuki maple has a big dark green leaf compared to your normal Japanese maple. Its branches are more horizontal and it never grows as tall as a normal Japanese maple. I've seen them 80, 90 years old and only 3 metres tall. So it's a low growing, spreading maple with fat, and it has the best. It almost glows in the dark. Amazing bright red autumn colour, green in spring, green in summer. Beautiful shape, a different shape to your normal Japanese maple. And your Asakasuki Japanese maple, normally very expensive. We've got them here for $49.99 in an 8-inch pot, about 3 foot tall, $49.99. Asakasuki, #1 for autumn colour. So #1 for autumn colour, #1 for low growing upright, #1 for a beautiful spreading tree, and $49.99. So it's good to be able to get a special variety of Japanese maple for just $49.99.
Absolutely. 12 podcasts, how do I grow blackberries?
Well, most people with blackberries are trying to figure out how they can stop them from growing.
Yeah.
So blackberries kind of grow themselves, and the problem with blackberries, like I was brought up with blackberry patches all around me, you know, when I was a kid, and everyone was trying to get rid of them, and I used to pick blackberries and sell them on the side of the road as a kid, but blackberries, they love a bit of water, they love a bit of rich ground, and they grow like crazy. And these days we have them here. We have a thornless blackberry. Yeah. And because the old blackberries were so thorny, picking them used to be quite a painful experience. We used to still pick them. We'd put up with all the little prickles and stuff like that. And of a night, after picking blackberries all day, you'd sit there and you watch TV and you'd be pulling thorns out of your fingers. And but anyway.
So I guess it's at your own risk then.
Yeah, but I think a better question was how blackberries are so easy to grow. The question will be, how could you not grow blackberries?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So at any rate, but blackberries are fun. They're tasty, very, very productive. We've got them growing on the back fence of the nursery, and I've been wondering how to get rid of them. But anyway, so here we've got...
Sounds like they're pretty easy to grow then.
Yeah. So anyway, so here's your Shana maple, and your Shana maple is reduced. Now there's a double reduction here. This costs $299. Beautiful old plant, probably 5 or 6 years old. Now Shana maple, red in spring, red in summer, and brilliant scarlet in the autumn. Beautiful. These are grafted up as a standard on a pole. Make a beautiful garden feature, or you can grow them in a pot, have them as a feature in a pot. And for $300, this is a good deal. But we've reduced them to $249. But this weekend only, if you come in, you'll get an extra 20% off your Japanese maple. So an extra 20% off your Japanese. This will be $199 in store this weekend.
Beautiful. It's all part of the Growers Direct flash sale. Thank you for watching, guys, and leaving your comments. We've got Diana saying, please give Murray her tutu back. I know you're giggling at my content, said Diana. Well, or was I? Or was it Chris? Chris doesn't see the comments. Blue Eyes Tax Evader says, hello from Turkey, Istanbul. And then we've got another, the same question. We've already had this question before. Do you sell forest pansy? You said we're the home.
This is the home of the forest pansy, and we've got a deal coming up on forest pansy very soon, and it's worth waiting for.
King Tone says, I'll give you $15. I'm not sure what that was for, but I mean, a lot of this stuff's already heavily reduced. We hope to sell at least one plant during this live sale, don't we? Yeah,
that's right. So here we've got a Japanese maple. Now you thought you couldn't afford Japanese maple. Here's a 10-inch pot Japanese maple for $49.99, and it's 5 foot tall. So you can add beautiful red, yellow, and orange autumn color in the autumn. Fast growing, beautiful tree. I made a wonderful video this week about Japanese maple. I think it's one of the most beautiful ornamental trees for Victoria. So Japanese maple, $49.99, 5 foot tall.
Amazing.
Now this is amazing. Here you've got a Japanese maple, a little bit younger, and they're 5 foot tall. So 5 foot tall. This is funny. This is because we haven't got a central communist government that controls the price of everything. Here's a we just had a 4 foot Japanese maple for $49.99. Now you've got a 5 foot Japanese maple for $29.99.
How good is that?
Amazing.
You can make a little Japanese maple forest.
Yeah. Yeah, so grow yourself a nice clump of Japanese maple. They have lovely autumn colour, beautiful cool green spreading tree. And the video I made about, it was funny, I saw this beautiful Japanese maple out in Roeville, and I knocked on the door and asked the woman if I'd take some photos and video of a Japanese maple. And she said, you sold that to me 20 years ago. But the reason why I wanted to video and photograph it is that it was an old tree, and you could see it never got too big. It was only about 4 metres tall. It was about 4 or 5 metres wide. Beautiful small tree, lovely cool shady tree at the front of the house. And you can see it, a lot of trees get too big. You have to chainsaw them off. This has never been trimmed, never been a problem. 20 years old, and it's just a beautiful tree that they don't have to work on. And so Japanese maple is absolutely fantastic. And now you can get yourself a 5 foot Japanese maple in an 8-inch pot for $29.99.
Hey,
now here it comes. We should have a drum roll.
Well, this is what we've been doing.
Here we are.
Our viewers have been demanding this one.
So here we are.
High demand.
The 12-inch forest pansy, a beautiful, healthy forest pansy. Now these ones have beautiful pink blossom in the spring, lovely purple leaves. They grow thick and bushy and beautiful. We've got a great video up at the moment with forest pansy. Could you tell them about that, Emlyn?
Yeah, if you head over to YouTube and just search Hello Plants Forest Pansy, it should show up. Or actually, better would be to put the botanical name in, which is Cercis, C-E-R-C-I-S, Hello Plants, and you'll see our latest video where you did a tri-Cercis garden overview with 3 of them in there.
And that's the interesting. Next week I'm going to have quite a good lot of golden forest pansy. So I'll have the golden forest pansy next week.
Yeah.
We got some of those. We bought some of them yesterday. So yeah, there's a really good video up on different coloured and types of forest pansies. The most popular one being the purple one. And the purple ones have been hard to get, and they've been expensive and difficult to buy. This is a beautiful, healthy tree for $149.99 in a 12-inch pot. So forest pansy, $149.99. And go look at our video on YouTube. And what's it called?
You just if you search either Cercis or forest pansy, Hello Plants on YouTube, you should find the video.
Yep.
Otherwise, if you follow us on the other social media platforms, those videos are posted there as well. Hey, we should just quickly, there's quite a few comments coming in, Chris, just quickly take a breather.
Yeah.
We'll just go through some
Do
of these
they want to
comments.
look at my legs again?
Not quite.
What else do they want to look at?
I don't know. We're not that kind of show, I don't think. Hey, thank you to everyone who's watching and leaving comments. We do appreciate it, watching us far and wide. You had someone from Istanbul, Turkey watching you there. Blue Eyes Tax Evader, I think you've tuned in before. Dana says, or is Murray under that costume? Poor bugger, it's so hot today. It is quite hot, isn't it, in Melbourne today?
It is hot, yeah.
But we appreciate you watching and caring about Chris. He has got that pink 221 to keep cool, so we're good. I can't read this. Oh, Rulage says hello. Out 200 Acre Farm says, do you post?
We sure do post. We'll do anything to sell a plant.
There you go. Our 200 Acre Farm also shared an ice cream cone with you, which is very nice. Thank you so much. Just like a little reward. Oh, Roulear says, I brought 2 maple trees from you because I have a colorbond fence and direct sun hitting them. The leaves have died. What can I do to save them?
Up the water.
Up the water?
Yeah, up the water.
Get it in nice and deep. Maybe watch some of our watering videos. We've got some really good educational
maybe a bit of soil wetter, get rid of any grass weeds around the base and a good deep soak. Like maybe just get the hose dripping and leave it drip for 4 or 5 hours.
All right, give that a whirl. Aurelia, Believe in Me says, are these sales only today?
No, what happens, these sales, they go up today and they go till next Friday lunchtime. So from now to next Friday, but say these forest pansies, for instance, we might only have 10 of them or 5 of them or something like that. What do we got in the forest pansies? But so what happens is that when they run out, they run out.
That's right. That's right. So they are limited quantity, but the sale goes till next Friday. Just a couple more, Chris. 12 Hawk says, hello from Auckland. My weeping silver birch. Oh, actually, that screen's gone. Just carry on. Screen's gone. We'll come back.
Right,
Thank you for the comments, guys. There's a few I got to get to, so appreciate you waiting
no
to
worries.
get your questions
So
answered. Oh, here we go. We're back.
Forest pansy. Oh,
We're back. Here we go. Let's get done. My weeping silver birch died. I watered it every day. I don't know why it has died. This is the person from Auckland.
Okay, I would say that it rains a lot down there in Auckland and you're watering it every day. I'd be watching out for wet feet. Now, how you find out about wet feet is you dig a hole right under where the roots are, and if it's all stinky and smelly, you gave it wet feet. Too much water, not enough drainage, and you might have to raise it up, have it go. But birches need regular water, but watering every day is more than regular. So I reckon I'd be worried about wet feet. I'd be digging down there, and if you get an awful septic smell when you're digging down, say a foot or so under the birch, then you've got wet feet.
Yeah, dig down, have a sniff. If it's smelly, you know you've got wet feet. Believe in Me says, do you have white mulberry?
No, we can get them though. We do the white mulberry.
All right, and then our 200 Acre Farm says, are they listed online? Yes, head over to hellohelloplants.com.au and you'll see the live sales tab at the top. Just go to the latest
or scan the QR code.
Yeah, or the shop link in the comment section on some of the other platforms. Beware of Bob had another question. He was asking about some punk bands, which I don't think you'll know about, so I won't ask that question. There's quite a few rude words in those punk bands' names. Yeah. And then he had a question about, he has a shop, I believe. I know I ask a lot, but I have a west-facing storefront with floor-to-ceiling windows and would like an indoor planter. Any recommendations? West-facing.
I reckon a rubber tree. And you've got all sorts of rubber trees these days.
Rubber tree, all right.
Yeah, rubber tree. West facing, hot sun coming in there. Put a rubber tree there, go fantastic.
All right, beautiful. All right, let's carry on with the sale. Thanks for the comments, guys, and if you have any more questions, we'll get to them shortly.
Okay, so right now, we'll get rid of this and we'll go on to the next one. We've got the Corymbia sensuous next, haven't we?
All right, we're getting on to the Corymbias.
Now, what it is, this is a grafted Corymbia. It's called sensuous. Beautiful grafted Corymbia. Now this is a lemon scented gum. Now the problem with lemon scented gums are beautiful. They'll fill your whole yard with beautiful fragrance in the summer, but they grow too damn big. They grow enormous. You end up with this white trunk and you can barely even see the leaves. They're up hundreds of feet in the air. But this one is specially bred. It's a miniature lemon scented, and it only grows 4.5 to 5 meters in height. Weeping foliage, white flowers, beautiful white trunk, gorgeous little tree. Fill your yard with a beautiful lemon fragrance, and it is only $149.99. Hey Emma, could you get someone to get me a tissue?
Yeah.
Thanks.
There we go. Gorilla's got some tissues for you, Chris.
Thank you. Now the next one is your Claret Ash. Now this is unbelievable. This is a 10-inch. Now a lot of these is over 6 foot tall. Now a lot of nurseries, you go in, get a 6 foot tall Claret Ash, they'd say, look, 150 bucks. These are $49.99. So get $100 off your 6 foot Claret Ash. Now the Claret Ashes are grafted onto desert ash understocks. They are tougher than tough. Grow them in the hottest, most difficult spot. Grow them in a spot that gets a bit wet in the winter. Grow them in some terrible spot where you can't grow anything else. Have beautiful purple. And what's interesting is that if you go down to Dan Murphy's now, you can't buy claret. The people sell Shiraz and they sell these different ones. Claret is an old Australian word because when people didn't used to drink red wine much, that was it was the cheapest wine grog you could buy. When I was a young hippie,
it's a cheap, nasty wine, wasn't it? That's what someone said.
It wasn't that nasty. It was pretty damn good actually.
Okay.
And at any rate, when I was young and poor hippie, we would be going out and we used to spend, $1.50, $1.60, and we'd buy ourselves a whole flagon of claret, and all 4 or 5 of us going out together would be able to have a drink from the flagon of claret, and it was a kind of a mixed red wine. So, but anyway, so today you could call this a Shiraz ash because it's just like nobody knows what claret is anymore, but it's a lovely sort of rich purpley coloured autumn colour that comes in the autumn, hangs for quite a while, and there it is, a really, really tough, really beautiful tree, an amazing deal, $49.90, 6 foot tall.
Yeah, it's a nice name actually.
Yeah.
Beware Above says thank you, love it. Shelter Wood says any
Hey, we had
dwarf
one of these with a
Corymbia.
flower. Did you got one with a flower? What? Okay.
Chris.
So, yeah?
Shelter Wood says any dwarf Corymbia Physifolia.
We do. I've got, if you hang in, I've got one here somewhere today.
Excellent.
You just hang in and it'll be the best deal. It's called, the one that I've got this week is called Mini Red.
Beautiful. Mini Red. All right, stick around for that. Is that the one you did a video of actually just recently?
That was a Mini Orange.
That one's gone berserk, by the way.
Has it really?
Oh, yeah, it's gone absolutely berserk.
Okay.
Popular.
So here we've got the Bonsai Blue Jacaranda. Now your Bonsai Blue, beautiful foliage, beautiful blue flowers, really rich coloured blue flowers. But what's good, a lot of people think they can't have a Jacaranda because they think they're going to grow too big. Your Bonsai Blue, a 3.5 to 4.5 metre tree, beautiful little compact and sexually mature. These little ones came in a few weeks ago and they had flowers on them, and they'll flower again next summer even though they're little tiny trees. And you could grow these in a pot on your patio. You could be enjoying beautiful jacarandas in your home, in your garden, on your balcony, miniature jacarandas, Bonsai Blue, $110.99. These are grafted, sexually mature, ready to flower jacarandas.
Yeah, and thank you very much to Arula for sending us a heart me and said thank you so much. Impiki Rusho Bro, I think it says Yas Slay Queen. 12 Hawk says thank you for replying to my comments. What is the type of soil in Melbourne? It's a bit of a mixture here.
Melbourne is mostly a slightly acidic, heavy clay, mostly, but we've got some variations in that.
Cool, there you go.
There's some beautiful soil in patches around Melbourne, but overall it's pretty ordinary. So what we've got here is a Bonsai Blue Jacaranda. These are quite old and established. They've got a bit of character to them. And this one here, it's got all the old flower spikes on it. I reckon it looks like it had about 30 or 40 flowers. So this was absolutely covered in flowers. If we had it a few weeks ago, absolutely covered in flowers, 30 or 40 blooms on it. You can tell the old dead flower spikes. And anyway, this Bonsai Blue Jacaranda, normally $500, is just $399 for a beautiful, mature jacaranda. And this is never going to grow more than about 3.5, 4.5 metres. So it'll always stay small, beautiful small jacaranda, and just $399.99.
Beautiful.
Now this is our jacaranda day. Here we've got a 12-inch pot jacaranda. Now this is of a size where this is a seed-grown jacaranda or a large-growing jacaranda, and this is of a size. It looks to be about 3 years old from a seed. And I would say that next summer you'll be getting flowers on this jacaranda. It'll be bushing up nicely. And this jacaranda in a 12-inch pot is just $79.99. It's about 7.5 foot tall. So $79.99 for a 7.5 foot jacaranda. Now here we've got a wonderful deal, an 8-inch pot jacaranda. 8-inch pot jacaranda is just $29.99, so $29.99. Now anybody can afford a decent jacaranda. There we are, a 5-foot jacaranda in your garden for $29.99. And you know, if you spend $100, let's have a look at that lemon tree. If you went online from midnight tonight till midnight Sunday night,
yeah,
anybody that buys, we're trying to get people excited. We're trying to get them to go online and buy their plants and experience the hello experience, online experience. Go online, buy a plant. This beautiful lemon tree here, you hold that lemon there. This beautiful lemon tree here is worth $50. We're going to give it away to anybody that spends over $100 online this weekend from midnight tonight till midnight Sunday night.
Yep, that's right. This weekend only, online only, and over $100.
And we're hoping to give away lots of those lemons.
That's right.
Yeah, I bought a whole truckload of them. So anyway, so we're back to this jacaranda, and then we've got a Biloxi. Now, as you drive around Melbourne, there's some gorgeous crepe myrtles coming into flower all over Melbourne. And you can get them in white, you can get them in pink, and here you can get them in any colour you like. This is your Biloxi crepe myrtle, $109.99. The nice thing, look, it's covered in flower buds. If you got that home, you'd have some beautiful lavender pink flowers at your house.
Jay says, loving the vibe, guys.
Thank you.
Dare you to go to the pub like that today.
Now here we've got a Lipan. Now Lipan is a real rich lavender colour, strong grower. This one here is over 6 foot tall, beautiful strong tree. And this Lipan crepe myrtle is just $109.99. So there you are, an advanced crepe myrtle at a not so advanced price, $109.99. Now here we've got your Natchez crepe myrtle. These are really good. What's really nice is if you, for a lot of nurserymen just grow single trunked crepe myrtles, but this nurseryman here has grown a multi-trunk. Because crepe myrtles have a beautiful bark on them, a multi-trunk one can look really, really fabulous. So these are beautiful baby multi-trunk crepe myrtles, and they are just, let's see, Natchez, just $29.99. So $29.99 for a Natchez crepe myrtle.
All right, it's part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Limited quantities to apply.
Now here we've got a Tuscarora crepe myrtle, beautiful. Now Tuscarora is the closest thing you got to a red. It's a really super rich, powerful, deep pink, which kind of almost passes the red. And it's probably the brightest of all. It's probably the brightest crepe myrtle you get. It's also a very strong grower. So if you want a big crepe myrtle that grows into a beautiful shape, you'd always prune it and keep it small. But if you want a nice, big, fast-growing, tough crepe myrtle with beautiful, big, dark green foliage, fabulous, brilliant coloured flowers, this crepe myrtle here, your Tuscarora, is just $109.99. Now here's your 8-inch pot Tuscarora, again multi-trunk, branching up nice and low. You can make a beautiful multi-trunk one, really enjoy the beautiful markings on the trunk. And this one here is just $29.99. So $29.99 for an 8-inch pot Tuscarora. It's crepe myrtle season, so now's the time to look at the beautiful crepe myrtles growing in your neighbourhood and get a crepe myrtle for yourself.
Junie.
Now here we have Zuni, and Zuni, beautiful sort of mauvey lavender, and you'll notice this one's not as big as the rest. Zuni is a small growing one, probably the most purple one that you'll get. So Zuni is a small growing, very spreading crepe myrtle. So if you've got a smallish garden, you want a crepe myrtle that's not too big, go for a Zuni. Beautiful sort of pinky purple colouring, and just $109.99.
All right, guys, thanks for joining us. If you've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct Flash Sale where Chris presents over 100 brand new items in this sale at incredible prices.
Now,
Yeah, that's all right, go
beautiful
for it.
multi-trunk zuni. So zuni again, look at that lovely purple flowers there. Multi-trunk, these are going to branch out in all directions and make the most beautiful artistic tree. So you can't beat a multi-trunk crepe myrtle, and they're just $29.99. Now, one of the most successful videos we've ever done, it was popular all over the world, was the black tulip magnolia. Now your black tulip magnolia, it's a magnolia that doesn't, they're grafted, they can be expensive, they can be hard to find, hard to get. Beautiful large foliage, they have flowers in the summer, and it has a sort of a tulip, you can see it up there, a tulip-like purple flower, amazing flower, a real showstopper. So if you want a magnolia that flowers with no leaves in the spring, with beautiful purple tulip-like flowers, covered in fabulous flowers, go for one of these. This is a black tulip magnolia, and this is a fantastic deal. These black tulip magnolias are just $79.99. Normally wholesale, I can't even buy them for $79.99. So they're really decent sized plants, and they're $79.99. There's only a limited number. So this is your chance to get a truly beautiful deciduous magnolia that flowers. It gives you a fabulous show in the spring. It's a rare grafted one.
Yeah, Lucy asks, are crepe myrtles any good in pots?
Yes. But go for one of the smaller growing ones, like a zuni.
There you go. And 12 Hock asks, do you sell Carpinus betulus?
Yes, we do. We sell a skinny, a fastigiata, and a spreading one.
All right. Beautiful.
You'll find, if you go to our website, you'll find we've got 15,000 different items on there. We've probably got the biggest, widest range of any nursery in Australia.
I reckon, yeah. That's right. Check it out, 12 Hock. hellohelloplants.com.au.
Now here you've got your Little Gem magnolia in an 8-inch pot. Most nurseries are saying 30, 35, 34, 40, 40, 49, and we've crushed the lot. We've done the Little Gem magnolia for just $19.99, and they're lovely, healthy plants. Big, strong, healthy plants. $19.99, you can't go wrong. Now, if you're doing a Hampton-style garden, a standard Nashiki willow with its amazing white and pink and cream foliage in springtime, you can't beat it. And this grows into a beautiful round ball. You'll see it up there on that screen in a minute. Look at that pink foliage. Look at that absolutely fabulous pink foliage. You trim this up into a beautiful round ball on a stick, and they're really, really tough. When I get people come in, they're doing a fancy garden and they're young, maybe not used to gardening, and they're likely to kill the plants, I sell them one of these because I think this is one of the hardest feature plants to actually kill. So there we are. So your Salix, Hakura, Nashiki, variegated willow just reduced from $199.99 to $149.99. $149.99, a great feature tree for the money.
Right,
now we had somebody asking about the dwarf corymbias. Now this is your mini red here. So your mini red, beautiful red flowers, and doesn't get too big. Your mini red crepe myrtle, fabulous, compact, miniature gum tree, flowering gum. And what's good about this is that this will be flowering, by next year it'll be just over 1 metre tall, and it'll be covered in amazing red flowers just by next year. So mini red, just $69.99. So $69.99 for a Corymbia mini red.
Yeah, I think that was Kyoshi Dave was asking about that, the Corymbia fruticosa.
Now here's a great deal, the 6-inch pot Gardenia Florida. Gardenia Florida, big white fragrant flowers, lovely bushy, not too tall, not too short. It's probably the just right gardenia. It's your just right gardenia, the Gardenia Florida, and they're just $10.99. You get a really decent plant for that. Have a look at what you get there. Look at that beautiful plant there, lovely bushy plant, $10.99. So beautiful, healthy gardenias, just $10.99.
Beautiful.
Now this is a hard to get Hebe. This is Annie's Winter Wonder. It has a bit of purple new growth, a nice variegated leaf, so you've got about 3 colours in the foliage, and then you've got sort of lavender pink flowers, beautiful lavender pink flowers. This is a great one if you want to, it's a low growing small one. There's the, I'll show you the label there, there's the label there, so beautiful pink flowers, lots of, if you want lots of colour and a low growing, easy to manage hebe. A hebe is a bush from New Zealand, and these are really good. Annie's Winter Wonder reduced from $16.99 to $14.99, so $14.99, a really good reduction on a popular sought after plant. Now here's your Sundae Fraise. We'll get up the big one there.
12 Hawk says your website is really nice and informative as well.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the compliment. Thanks for sharing and loving this live as well.
Yeah. Now check out this hider range here. This hider range is Sundae Fraise. Look at these gorgeous big white flowers with just a hint of pink. And you know, once this gets going in your garden, it'll even be bigger and more flowery than this. So beautiful. If you want a fabulous white hider range, which just look at that delicate bit of pink there. Look at that, just beautiful delicate pink like that. So this is a beautiful hider range. Have a look at this flower here. Look, really nice. Look at that there. That hint, it's white with a pink blush. And this one here, the interesting thing about this one here, it's a little bit sun hardy. So if you want a hider range, it's a little bit sun hardy, go for your Sundae Fraise. And this Sundae Fraise here is really, really cheap. It is how much? So $34.99. Not for these ones here. These ones, the small, the little ones here. The 8-inch pot. So you get it in an 8-inch pot for $34.99. I'll show you the 8-inch pots here. So there's your 8-inch pot there. They're just coming into flower. If you buy these now, you have flowers at your house in no time at all. So $34.99 for your Sundae Fraise.
Beautiful. It's all part of this Growers Direct flash sale. We can purchase any of these products online now via the hellohelloplants.com.au website. Just click on the live sales tab if you want to start shopping away right now. Keep in mind, if you spend over $100 this weekend only and online only, you'll receive a free big bushy lemon tree, which is just off camera on one of the platforms there, just next to you there. Chris, you want to point to it?
Yes, here it is here. Now,
there we go. That's a freebie this weekend only from midnight tonight till midnight on Sunday night.
So what you can do is you can scan in here, go to our website, pick out $100 worth of stuff, and we're going to bonus. It starts at midnight tonight, finishes midnight Sunday night. We've only got a limited number of these lemons, so we can't run it forever. So at any rate, and you spend over $100 and you've got a free lemon tree valued at $50. That's $50 worth of value. It's like having a 50% discount.
That's right.
It's coming in the form of a beautiful lemon tree.
That's
right. It's called a lemonicious or a Maya lemon. And it's not a giant growing one, it's not a mini one, it's a compact one. It's an in-between size one.
Yeah, and this is why Chris is the wolf of Hello Hello Plants, isn't it?
That's right, the wolf of Hello Hello Plants, because I put on deals that nobody can top. Nobody can top. Our weekend deal this weekend is unbelievable.
All right, hop on the bandwagon, guys. You can do it.
Yeah, and so there we are. And so next we've got this is French lavender, and we're giving the French lavender away for $9.99. Now, French lavender is, I think, the most beautiful of all the lavenders. The foliage is fragrant. The flowers are fragrant. The flowers aren't really purple, they're really a mauve blue. It's a beautiful coloured flower, beautiful sort of grey leaf, a French lavender, and they flower nearly all year. So they flower and flower and flower and flower and flower and flower and flower like this, flower and flower. They've got beautiful fragrance, beautiful foliage, beautiful flowers, and they can be hedged up. They've been grown as a specimen, chuck a couple into the cottage garden. It's a wonderful lavender to have. It's a lovely lavender to have for almost year-round colour. And normally they're a bit hard to get and they can be a little bit expensive. These are $9.99. You can't go wrong for French lavender at $9.99.
Jackson says, hello, I have a question. Been getting into gardening. I'm doing the basics, planting, watering, etc. Is there any advice you'd give a new gardener like me?
I reckon focus on things that are easy. You know, don't go for hard stuff. You know, you come and speak to an old nurseryman like me, and get the plants that are, like when I get young and new gardeners coming in here, my goal is to give them a win. And so you sell them something that's guaranteed to grow, and they go, wow, I can grow something.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people at too early a stage progress to trying to do something a little bit difficult, a little bit hard. I reckon have a win. Do things that are easy and enjoy it. Enjoy that easy plant that just grows for you easily. Something like that in the Shiki Willow is 3 times or 5 times tougher than, say, a weeping cherry. And so you put that in, it grows, you go, wow, I can do gardening.
All right, there you go.
What's that? Yeah, and follow Hello Plants. Come to our live every week. And if you've got a question, come to our question and answer at lunchtime.
That's right.
On Monday.
Monday 12 p.m. we have a live Q&A with Chris, so you're more than welcome to join us there. Everyone who's watching us, and of course Jackson, who you're answering the question for there. 12 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. Here every Monday.
Right.
Live Q&A.
Now here we've got the Limonium sea lavender. Now this is only lavender by word, not lavender at all. It's a lovely hardy perennial, beautiful foliage, flowers all year, great for the cottage garden, great for mass planting, a really useful, good plant, and great for a low maintenance garden, you know, factory, beach house, on the farm. Really, really good, hardy, easy to grow plant. And sea lavender can be quite expensive, quite hard to get. These are just $9.99 for nice big bushy plants.
All right, perfect. We roll along the sail here.
Standard iceberg rose, $39.99. So 3-foot standard iceberg rose, $39.99. That's an incredible price. They're a bit hard to get at the moment. That's a crazy, crazy price. Jump in and get them, it won't last.
That's right, there's a new page over on hellohelloplants.com.au as well, covering the icebergs roses.
Yeah. Now here we've got a white salvia. This is a beautiful hardy plant, really, really tough, grows anywhere. White flowers, flowers for 5 or 6 months of the year. Beautiful white flowering salvia. And this white flowering salvia is really cheap. It's kind of almost like shoplifting. It's $6.99. So $6.99, normally $14.99, now $6.99. You can't go wrong. Santolina, your cotton lavender. Now most people will tell you that lavender's got blue flowers or purple flowers, but there's an exception to every rule. Your cotton lavender's got silver foliage and yellow flowers. So for yellow flowering lavender, it's just $9.99. So here we've got Thryptomene. Now Thryptomene, beautiful pink flowers. They're coming into flower now, and beautiful smell. So, and these are going to flower from now till probably nearly Christmas. So they flower and flower and flower, and they've got a beautiful fragrance to them. It's a hardy Australian native. They grow 1 metre or more wide. They grow probably 60 centimetres tall. Compact, beautiful Australian native. Lovely soft foliage, sort of heather-like foliage. Beautiful native to have, and these are just $11.99. You cannot go wrong with those.
Jackson says I'm keen to give you guys a visit.
Yeah, well, come out. You'll love it. Come out. And do you know that I was noticing last weekend there were people spending 3 or 4 hours here. We'd have a couple of 100,000 plants here, a lot of interesting, diverse stuff.
Yeah.
And people that are interested in plants, some people just come in and grab what they want and go. But other people come in and they look at all the plants, and I was seeing people spend 3 or 4 hours here last weekend.
There's a lot to look at, that's for sure.
So the snowball bush, now your snowball bush, when I was young, these were common. They're in every second garden in Melbourne. They're big white snowballs in the springtime. They're tough, they're easy to grow. They grow a couple of metres tall. Beautiful bush to have. You can prune them up, keep them whatever shape or size you want. But these days they're a bit of a rarity. You'll find them hard to find. And what's good about these ones here is that they're 3 foot or 1 metre tall, and they are going to have snowballs. They're of a size and sexual maturity where they'll have snowballs this spring, and they're nice and cheap. They are, where are you? $49.99. So $49.99, you can't go wrong for a great big snowball bush that's going to have lovely snowballs this spring. Now here we've got fabulous 8-inch pot Chinese wisteria. So your Chinese wisteria is just $29.99. So $29.99 for a Chinese wisteria. And Chinese wisteria has, what it does, it has masses of fragrant purple flowers in springtime, grows really vigorously, covers the, and then it has repeat flowering in the summertime. Now, if you want to grow some grasses in your garden and you want something a bit unusual, go for your orange sedge grass. Your orange sedge grass, as it gets cold and we go into winter, it'll turn a beautiful, bright sort of autumny orange as you go into autumn and the weather cools a little bit. So orange sedge grass, often a bit of an expensive rarity in different nurseries. We've reduced them from $12.99 to $9.99.
Great deals on the Growers Direct Flash Sale Woof of Hello Hello Plant Sale.
Okay, so here we've got your pink carpet-grotus. This is an Australian native succulent and it's tough and it's cheap. We sell them for just $2.99. And if you've got an ugly embankment or an ugly area, maybe your nature strip, you're sick of mowing the nature strip, you want to cover it with a nice ground cover, we'll go for these for only $2.99. You can afford to do a large area with them. And in middle of winter, right through the middle of spring, you'll be covered in these beautiful big pink flowers that you see up here on the screen. So pink face, $2.99. Now Convolvulus Early Blue, this is one of our top selling ground covers. Convolvulus Early Blue, a lot of people are charging $12, $14 for it. These, when they're in season, they're just covered in flowers. It's tough, it'll cascade over a retaining wall or over an embankment. It'll cover a big area, great to plant under your iceberg roses. Flowers from the middle of September till the end of May, so flowers and flowers and flowers and flowers and flowers, long flowering. Convolvulus Early Blue, just $9.99. So $9.99 puts you into Convolvulus Early Blue.
Matt says my fiddle leaf fig is getting brown leaves. How to fix it?
You could be overwatering it. You've got to get it in a spot where they've got the right amount of light. You've got to give them a good water when you water them, but maybe only water every 12 or 14 days.
All right, Matt, hopefully you got to hear that.
In the right spot with the right care, they're really, really good. So here we've got Dichondra Repens. And this has to be the best. You can't even buy them wholesale for this. We've got them for $4.99. People are coming in buying them by the trolley full so that they can make Dichondra Repens lawns. Really beautiful, healthy ones. Best price in Melbourne, $4.99. Have another. I think you should give them another look at that. Look at what you get for $4.99.
They're one of those trendy plants that are in. Yeah.
You can grow a hanging basket, put them in a pot. You can grow a lawn of them. You can put them around your pavers. Very, very versatile, and at $4.99 you can afford them.
Lucky Dum Dum says, I love that plants.
Now silver dichondra, very, very popular, and these are beautiful big plants. Look at that, how much they're hanging. Look at that there. So silver dichondra, silver falls dichondra, they're so tough you can throw them and they won't even break. And
that's right. So tough you can run around nude with them, can't you?
That's right. Yeah. So $9.99. So $9.99. A lot of stores $12, $14, $15 for a silver dichondra. We've got them for $9.99.
Yeah, they look awesome. Matt says thank you for your answering his question about the fiddle leaf fig. You're welcome. And haha, Matt says.
Yeah, now we get people that tell me that they've got snakes in the garden and they're looking for a ground cover where the snakes can't hide. Well, this is the lowest, flattest ground cover we've got, and I defy a snake to hide under this. They can't hide under this.
Unless it's one of those tiny snakes from the jungle.
Yeah, a baby snake.
Baby snake.
Yeah, a baby snake, yeah. So anyway, so dichondra, silver carpet, a great way to make a beautiful silvery ground cover. You can make it into a lawn. My dog, well, I've got a lawn of that, and my dog loves it. He rolls on it, he does his business on it, he just thinks it's the best stuff ever. And so what you'll find is that this is a good hard-wearing silver ground cover, very, very tough, and just $3.99. Now, if you want a beautiful, fine ground cover, if you want something that's very cheap to grow a large area, the fine leaf Moorpark, if you know, one of them will cover a square metre, two of them will cover a square metre quickly. Plant 2 per square metre if you're in a hurry. But your Moorpark fine leaf, beautiful white fragrant flowers all summer long, and it makes the most beautiful big green lawn. There it is up on the screen. White flowers, for 3, 4, 5 months of the year. Beautifully fragrant, the bees love it. A beautiful carpet to cover the ground. Very economical, Australian native, low water requirement, poor soils, no worries. Really good versatile plant. So my poor and fine leaf, just $9.99. Senecio blue chalk sticks. Now this is a beautiful modern silvery way, a great way to sort of create a, great in the factory, great on the beach house, super duper low maintenance, hardy and easy to grow. Senecio blue chalk sticks, and these are in these 3-inch pots, and they're just $4.99, and you get a really good sturdy plant there for $4.99.
Hey, Jackson says my indoor peace lily seems to be struggling to fully flower. My guess is not enough light. Thoughts?
Yeah, so maybe look for a little bit of a brighter spot in the house somewhere, and don't water it too much, but give it a really good water when you do, and maybe look at getting a bit of liquid fertilizer into it when you do water it.
Oh yeah. All right, there
so
you go,
here we've
Jackson.
got baby's tears. Now baby's tears, grow it in the shade, grow it in a pot, grow it in a hanging basket, grow it in the shade. It loves the baby's tears. If you've got a spot that's so dark and shady you can't grow anything else, you can grow baby's tears there. So baby's tears, a beautiful ground cover, a beautiful weeping sort of plant, a beautiful cascading plant to grow in that cool shady spot. Keep it out of the sun, and baby's tears grows really, really quickly, particularly at this time of year. Really good handy ground cover, and they're just $4.99.
Yeah, Jackson says legend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the comments, guys, and questions. Do appreciate it.
Okay, so here we've got white thyme, and white thyme is just $7.99. So $7.99, and this is a beautiful edible thyme. It's a herb, but you can grow it as a lawn, grow it as a hanging basket, grow it as a pot, grow it in the herb garden, grow it in the cottage garden. It's versatile. It's tough. Anybody can grow it almost anywhere, and it's covered in pretty white flowers for months and months and months. Beautifully fragrant foliage, wonderful fragrance, beautiful plant, and often $12 or $14 in a lot of stores. And we've got the white thyme for $7.99.
Yeah, Jackson said my baby tears failed. My guess was the soil was like concrete, but it could have also been too much sun because they're super finicky, aren't they?
Yeah, chop up your soil, mix in a bit of potting mix, and they need a fair bit of moisture. So moist, cool and shady, and your baby's tears will do great. Indestructible, moist, cool and shady. So here we've got 8-inch pot ornamental grapes, and these are just $24.99. So $24.99, you can use these to cover a pergola, cover a fence. They're very, very fast growing, and they give you beautiful summer shade, incredible red autumn color, and then the leaves fall off and they'll let the sun through in the winter. So you can grow them on a pergola, grow them around the veranda, get some sort of cool shade for summer, and have the sun there in the winter. And these are not expensive. They're reduced from $39.99 to $24.99.
All right. Look at our next product here in the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Get to the last few items.
The thing is, in our Grower Direct Flash Sale, we've got ground covers, we've got grasses, we've got trees, we've got shrubs, we've got flowers, we've got perennials, we've got annuals, we've got fruit trees, we've got edibles, we've got all sorts of things. And the idea of that is so that you can go to our Grower Direct Flash Sale and get a selection of plants and do your garden project on the cheap. And now here we've got Zoysia no mow grass, just $5.99. Look at that beautiful no mow grass. $5.99, lovely healthy no-mow grass, $5.99. You cannot go wrong with that.
Yep, buy online, head over to hellohelloplants.com.au, check the live sales tab.
Now one problem that a lot of people have got is they've got bugs in their lily pillies. There's beetles, there's psyllids, their lily pillies are being eaten alive. But lily pillies are fabulous plants. They're hardy, they're fast growing, they make beautiful hedges and screens. This one here is one grows 4 to 5 meters high. It's called green screen. It has no red tips on it, but the bugs hate it. The little psyllids don't eat it, the beetles don't eat it, the bugs don't like it at all, and it is just, and we're selling them really, really cheap, just $24.99. They're 3 foot tall, best lily pilly deal. And what it is you get some of your other lily pillies at twice the price of this, and you plant them and the bugs eat them. This one here, the bugs don't touch it. Green screen, beautiful lily pilly. we've been growing and propagating this one because it's really, really relevant at the moment with those beetles that are stripping the leaves off your lily pillies, and it's just $24.99.
Yeah, don't want those guys. Matt asked, do fiddle leaf plants need to be fertilised?
Yes, they do, but I would say that's not your problem if the leaves are turning brown. I'd say it's overwatering.
Yeah, and thanks for the rose and tiny Matt, thank you. And if you are enjoying this live, make sure to like it, share it, introduce other people to these Growers Direct flash sales happening on a weekly basis, but the items change from week to week and they are limited in quantity, so do jump in if you like anything you see here today.
And if people were looking at this and thinking about these wonderful plants, how would they go about buying them and getting them out to their place, Emma?
Well, you can do it many different ways. We've got a shop link in the comments section on most of the platforms that we're live on now. You can head over to hellohelloplants.com.au and click on the live sales tab. You can scan the QR code if you can see it there, or you can just come in line. We're located in Campbellfield, 1477 Sydney Road. Come on in and shop around as well. We're open all weekend or free delivery.
Yeah.
You don't want to come in, you want to stay home. Free delivery, orders over $3.99. What are you thinking, Chris?
Yeah,
I think these lives take it out of Chris. You got to leave us some likes. Give us some likes, share it.
Yeah, that's right. Look, you can scan here and you're in touch with 100 of the best specials in Melbourne, and we got spend over $399, and we've got free delivery all the way up to Traralgon, and that takes in Warragul, Drew, and all the places in between, all the way up to Shepparton, all the way out to Bendigo, all the way out to Ballarat, and all the way down to Geelong and down to the Surf Coast. So free delivery.
That's right.
Free delivery when you spend over $399. Now, if you were to go online, if you went online and you spend starting midnight tonight till midnight Sunday night, you go, and there's only a limited number, that's why we're not running it forever. We're going to give away a $50 lemon tree for free when you spend over $100.
That's right.
So you just buy a couple of these Swain's Golden Pencil Pines,
and you're in.
Spend $100, and then out they come with a lemon tree.
Bang. That's right.
Now here we've got a Swain's Golden Pencil Pine, and your Swain's Golden Pencil Pine, they're normally expensive, they're normally hard to get. This has been reduced to $25.99. And that's a great price, because normally with the Swain's Golden Pencil Pine, people will put a pair of them at the top of the drive, or they'll put a row of them down the side of the property. It's the sort of thing that you multi-plant. And at $25.99, they're 60 centimetres tall, you can't go wrong.
All right, so looks like one of our platforms we've invited a co-host in. Ah, cool. There was a question, not a question, a statement which I missed. I don't know what platform that's on. Shelter Woodard says, I really miss the shop in Emerald. Chris.
What's that?
Shelter says, I really miss the shop in Emerald.
Yeah, that was a great store, that was. I miss it myself.
And if you were watching us on TikTok there, I think we just accidentally invited one of you in for a chat with Chris, but don't worry about that. We'll just finish the live, wrap the live. This is live, you know.
Yeah.
Keeping you guys on your toes.
Yeah, that's right. So now what we've got here is bay trees. Now bay trees, you can grow them as a herb, grow them as a feature tree, grow them and you can shape them into whatever shape you want, or you can grow them as a hedge. Lately there's been someone in almost every day wanting a bay tree hedge. These are if you want a bay tree hedge that's economical, these bay trees are just $9.99 each. They're a good size, beautiful healthy bay trees, great for a hedge, just $9.99 each.
Jackson said, who is bro? Crying emoji.
What?
Oh, you didn't see it. We had someone came in on our TikTok chat.
Oh, right.
To have an interview with you, Chris.
Oh, right. So here we've got a Cleveland ornamental pear, 12-inch pot. It's about 8 foot tall, and you can buy this for $69.99. But that's not all. If you buy 5 of these, you get them for $599. So $599, that works out to $59.99. So buy 5 of them and get an 8-foot advanced Cleveland pear for $59.99, or buy 1 and get it for $69.99.
Wait, so 5, you got a bulk discount on 5 to you as well for the 8-inch? All right.
Yeah, they get $10 cheaper. Now here we've got 10-inch pot Manchurian pear. Now Manchurian pears, if I was growing a pear hedge, if I was going to pleach them, that's where you grow sort of a hedge on a stick. If I wanted a beautiful spreading one to sit in the shade of the pear tree, I would go for a Manchurian pear. Manchurian pears, beautiful blossom, beautiful autumn colour, beautiful tree, fast growing, tough, low height, spreading, great for hedges, great for pleaching. And these 10-inch pots are 6 foot tall and they're $49.99. How's that? A 6 foot ornamental pear for $49.99. How can you complain about that?
Yeah, it's very good value.
Now, a really popular pear is your Snow Pear. And the reason why they call it a Snow Pear is it has the heaviest blossom load of any pear. So in springtime, they're so thick and so heavily covered with beautiful white blossom that you can't even see the tree. It's just a massive, it's like it's covered in snow. And so they call it a Snow Pear. But when the foliage is, when the flowers are gone, you've got beautiful silver grey foliage. It's a beautiful spreading tree. It's tough, it's easy to grow, and it's a Snow Pear. And it's just $49.99. They're about 5 foot tall. Snow pears are fairly sought after, and often they're hard to get. So $49.99 is a great deal.
Jackson wants to know, does he get a discount if he comes down from the Central Coast?
Sure would.
I mean, there's lots of different discounts. Actually, this next one is an in-store only deal, so you would get this deal, Jackson, that we're about to do.
Often people that come along, well, I just chuck them in a nice plant for free.
All right, there you go. If you want to have a drive, I suppose. It is a long drive, Jackson, but it's up to you.
Now, actually, it's not far from the airport. You could fly in, couldn't you? We're only 10 minutes Uber from the airport.
Bit more convenient. But he might want to drive down because he wants to take some plants back.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So here we've got a set of 5 pots. These are called egg pots. They come in white. You've got them in other colours as well. Now, this is an in-store special. You buy the set. The set's $509, and you get it for half price. That's $254.98. So $254.98 for a set of 5. Now, the big one's really big. It's an enormous pot. It's about a 100-litre pot. Now, it'd be nothing to pay $200 for that. So you're really getting another 4 pots virtually for free. So white egg pots, beautiful white egg pots. They're lightweight. If you live up in a tall building, you can carry these up the stairs, no worries. Beautiful light pots. These boys will demonstrate just how light they are. You'll find, yeah, it's a very light. Watch this, the gorilla and I'll lift this one easily. Here, let's show them how light they are. Look at that. Light as a feather. So beautiful big pots that are light, stylish, white, and set of 5, $254.98.
That's a very strong gorilla though. No, they are very light actually.
Now I noticed ever since he came back from the gorilla mating season, he hasn't been his normal...
He's lost his energy.
Yeah, he hasn't been his normal strong self.
Yeah, he lost his energy.
Yeah. Yeah, if that had been a terracotta pot, he couldn't have lifted it. I don't know what he was doing when he was gone for those...
the jungle.
When he was gone for those 6 weeks in the jungle. All right, so here we've got the Seychelles Congo Black set of 3. So this is 3 pots, normally $399. These are really stylish. They've got those sort of vertical ribs on them, really beautiful stylish pots. Reduced from $399.97 to $199.99. So $199.99. And then we've got...
For the whole set, yeah?
Yeah, for the whole set.
We do need to stress it's in-store only, these last few deals
now,
on the
most
pots.
places you'd buy this big pot that would cost you $200, no worries. Here you get the whole set of 3. It's enough to decorate your outdoor patio.
Yeah, let me just reiterate that these prices you're hearing right now won't be purchasable online, guys. And you'll actually have to come in store if you want to get this crazy discounts, 50% off on the pot sets.
Now here we've got the terracotta pots, they're big terracotta pots, and a set, they're normally $426 for a set of 5. And look at that big one, they're absolutely enormous. If you want to grow a nice big lemon tree, this would be the go. And then the next size is really big too. Look at how big that is, really big. And then the next size is fairly big. And then these two are a little bit sort of medium and small. So there we are, a whole set of them. Now this is probably an amazing pot deal. And terracotta lasts for up to, remember those terracotta warriors they dug up? They're thousands of years old. terracotta lasts for hundreds and thousands of years, so you'll get a good life out of these. And there's $213.48 for the whole lot. $213.48 for the whole lot. So there we are.
There you go,
Fantastic
it's the whole
deal.
set, and it's only available in store at that price.
And terracotta's long lasting, and if you want something a little bit funky, you couldn't go wrong with this terracotta set, on a nice wooden deck, nice natural funky looking finish. Really, really nice. So there we are.
All right, so if you do want to purchase the pots at those crazy prices you just heard, you will need to come in for that online sales. You won't even be able to purchase one of the pots at that price, would you? Or you might get one of the big ones.
Yeah, but that's right. But a whole set of 5 for the price of one really big pot, and the big one really is big. Look at it. It takes 2 blokes to lift it. Look, the gorilla and I will try and lift it. The gorilla won't be able to lift it at all. Look at that. Oh,
he's lost his stamina.
Yeah, he lost his stamina. I don't know what he was doing out there in the gorilla mating season. But he's just not the gorilla he used to be.
All right, well that concludes all of the items in this sale for this week. So again, you do need to act fast if there's any items that you liked or saw here today that you want to purchase. Get onto it right now. You can either come in store or purchase them online, hellohelloplants.com.au. Jackson just asked, how would you get into a job like this?
How would you get a what?
How would you get into a job like this or something similar to study?
Well, look, if you're interested in horticulture, we employ people here. We love people that are interested in serving people interested in using new technology, AI, etc., and interested in horticulture. So if you're in those sorts of areas, we're always looking. And the nursery industry is really short on for people right through the whole industry that are really interested and vitally interested in learning and working with horticulture and people and technology.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, a really cunning idea. You've seen these specials. It's very easy to put together $100 worth of stuff. Put together a $100 order. Go online after midnight tonight till midnight on Sunday night, and we're chucking in one of these beautiful lemon trees, a $50, $49.99 to be precise, lemonicious, a compact. It's not a mini one, it's not a giant one. It's an interesting chance to get a compact lemon for $49.99. So $49.99, beautiful compact lemon.
That's right, that's this weekend only, midnight tonight till midnight on Sunday, where you'll be able to get a free lemon worth $50 when you spend over $100 online only. So we do have some online only deals and we do have some in-store only deals. And before we wrap up, I did want to mention, Chris, you're doing a live on heucheras tomorrow at 12, yes?
That's right, yeah, 12 o'clock tomorrow. Actually, I might go get a couple of heucheras and just show people what a heuchera is.
Great, so while Chris goes and gets those heucheras, don't forget our incredible deals from this sale. Actually, we might follow him out. We're going to follow him out. Oh, only one of the cameras is following him out. For those of you who are not getting to follow him out, then you're stuck with me while Chris gets some heucheras. But tomorrow at 12 o'clock, we're hoping to do this, well, not hoping, we're going to be doing this live, so join us at 12 o'clock. It's Eastern Standard Time, Australia. And Chris will be going through all the varieties of heucheras. If you want to add a bit of colour to your garden, they're perfect for that.
Now, what I'm going to be doing is heucheras are kind of really beautiful plants. Look at this one here, look at this. This is a pink heuchera, it's sort of a mauvey pink one. This is a kind of a marmalade heuchera, and that's a beautiful purple one with pink spots. Heucheras have beautiful foliage, beautiful flowers, and what I'm going to be doing is that the world's a rough, tough kind of a place, and I'm going to be transporting you to heuchera heaven, to a world of heucheras that you can explore, and it's a wonderful, gentle, beautiful, colourful, interesting world of heuchera. So there's other universes, other places to explore other than
there's so many more dimensions that I'm sure everyday people don't get to experience in the garden.
So if you want to learn about heucheras, if you want to be transported to heuchera heaven, if you want to find out how heucheras could actually be in your life, I'm going to take you there.
They're a special thing. Join us tomorrow at 12 o'clock, guys. Don't forget all of our deals.
You'll see lots of heucheras. You'll learn all about heucheras, and you'll be able to tell your friends about heucheras. So join us tomorrow and find out all about heuchera.
All right,
Come to heuchera heaven.
Come to heuchera heaven. All right, thanks very much, everyone.